So it'll be Truls to start it off with the serves in this best of 5. Some thrills up for grabs here. You're in for a show. Beautiful push right to the baseline. And that slow lift on the other side from Truls that gets a lot of people rattled.
Love one.
But not Uda, not yet.
1-0.
Well placed. The pendulum serve half long into the middle for a point. Backhand punch, not a lot of top spin on it. I told someone earlier today that Truls Moregard and Adriana Diaz are like the same soul born into 2 different bodies. Look at this. Guides it out to the wide forehand. Smart play against the left-hander. Left-handers often like to step around. Waiting patiently on the other side. An unpredictable Truls races through.
3-2.
Don't usually see him come into the ball with a shovel serve from that low on the side. Mixing it up here, offering an omiyage, a souvenir for Yukiya.
3-0.
Not quite settled in yet. Dissatisfaction, that head shake. Towel breaks come up every 6 points. It's a chance for you to have a little mini timeout, so to speak. Make sure that players don't stall between points too long. The defense, if you can withstand that big forehand and force your opponent to backpedal, watch this. Guides it awkwardly. And now it's Yukiya Uda, the in and out game. Much shallower shots. Truls changing it up throughout that point. The defense manages somehow to keep it in play. You're watching the same screen that I am right now, and that ball looked like it barely came down to the short side. So Truls keeping that lead. 2 points in front with serves to come. Bottle challenge and the chop block for the 3rd ball. The chop block might seem simple. It's a simple way to capture fans, but it's not a simple ball to execute nor play against. If it's done well, which it was.
6-3.
Similar serve to the one that went into the net the time before. Bit of defense, but the forehand on the parallel puts it away. It's often tough. It's often tough to play lobs or defensive shots against a lefty. Beautiful inside out there to put it out of reach. Brushing ball.
Five, 6.
Yukiya earning that 3rd ball. Gets himself set up nicely. In case you're curious about the shape of the racket, could have any shape of the racket you want. Could cut it out like an elephant if you wanted. Probably wouldn't be to your advantage. Handcuffed on the serve, dangling off the forehand side of the table. A good run of points here for Yukiya Uda. Not wide enough to easily go around the net. So Truls tries to spin it. Keep it low to the net, maybe shallow, so the ball's low by the time it reaches Uda. Short side of the table on the turn. Now, I haven't talked about this yet this match, but Truls Moregard, having played the Chinese Super League, fits in many ways. Not because he's Chinese, but because he's got that full forehand stroke. And a very Chinese serve here, the Lu Guoliang from the middle of the table. Out of all the players in the world, he's the only one that comes to mind that does that proper Lu Guoliang serve.
Please play.
Going for a little walk here, Uda, trying to come up with his plan, back down by 2.
Six, 9.
It's tough to play against. Tough to find your rhythm against Truls. Every ball, something funky, a little bit different, feels improvised, really. Well handled this time, moves in quickly to catch the chop block before it drops. Probably won't be able to say that again fast. There it is. Just enough height though. Again, that in and out game is one of the toughest to play.
Let 9-7.
And a good shovel serve with side spin sets up 3 game points. Truls, the 4th seed here. Slow and spinny on the parallel. The brush, Truls Moregard takes. So Yukiya Uda looking to get that forehand into play how he can. It might depend on the backhand to set it up more.
Love 1.
But Truls rushing into that baseline. Bit of a dart there. Not a traditional spin shot. Two times in a row. This time the flick to the deep backhand corner. Man, the balance required here. Seatbelt shot from Uda to cover that middle. Forehand with the hook on it. Wraps around the outside of that ball to make it bend. Side spin is an art. One of my favorite things about table tennis is the way the ball curves and swerves. Backhand counter turns into defense. Flat hit on the run, and he wins the point from way back, barrier to barrier. He just lit up the arena here, the Infinity Arena, running on the electricity of Truls. The chase, oh, was it an edge? Either way, he's at the complete opposite side of the court for a flat hit win. Not a point dropped yet for Truls.
Love 5.
The timing. This timing right off the bounce. I was thinking to myself about the Scandinavian men here against Japanese men in terms of earlier today. Anders Lind, his timing is quite funky as well. He'll do anything and he'll put it back on the table.
7 love.
Serve success here. 2/3 to Truls Moregard, 1/4 to Yukiya Uda. That's a pretty significant difference out here. Scoreboard supports it.
Love 8.
And he was ready with the chop block waiting. Uda's gonna have to find some answers here, whether it's a long bottle challenge serve.
Love 9.
I thought this serve did well, but Truls keeping it awkward, keeping it in between positions there.
Let love 9.
There's a bit of a bottle challenge, something
9-1.
fast, long to the backhand. Can be very effective for a righty against a lefty and vice versa. That tomahawk
10-1.
chop. How much spin is on this ball? Take a look at the way he contacts this. Very unusual shot. The follow through. How can you possibly practice that? Or better yet, practice against it. Find somebody who can give you that shot. And as the chop block sits up here, it's a game point saved. Uda with his 2nd point this game.
3-10.
Long, fast push
11-3.
does it. He wraps it up, ties it.
Moregard to start. Love all.
Umpires keeping a tidy court here in terms of timing.
1 love.
I think it's good. We like watching the players play as much as they need to take their time.
1 all.
So the start of game 3 here. Much better already from Yukiya Uda.
One, two.
It's funny from that camera angle, and he's not the only one. I think left-handed players a lot have this experience because they're playing against right-handed players more. It's much tougher to see the ball on the receive. Beautiful chop block. I mean, even from here, quite frankly, I can see that that ball disappears behind his head.
Timeout.
Beautiful pull there. So what does the yellow card mean for Yukiya Uda? It means if he stalls or gets another yellow card, it's going to cost him a point. It's going to be a yellow-red, which means point to the opponent.
2-4.
First towel break, Truls well on his way here, with 2/3 of the points so far in game 3. I applaud the idea. If I'm on Yukiya Uda's bench, I think that backhand is gonna have to be a factor out here. Tries twice. The timing, after watching Shin Yubin just nail that. Perfect placement here. I was gonna say that the timing of that backhand, it's so tricky to get your timing in against Truls because he's constantly changing. Every shot is different. Slow spin to the wide forehand. A runaway here with the scoreboard.
3-7.
Takes his chances on the leg sweep. Turns the corner, but a 3rd point for Yukiya Uda. Very light spin on that, gets a long empty push. Short side of the table, invites the free hand to the party. As soon as that free hand touches the ball, the point is over.
Timeout, Moregard.
So a bit of momentum here, confidence, few points on the trot. Good parallel forehand following his serve. Yukiya Uda now with 3 points in a row. Second towel break. Talked about the in and out game here. Footwork to get in for that short forehand and still get quite a full stroke on it. Short side step around.
8-5.
Now if the ball hits the opponent, once it's missed the table, it doesn't matter. If it's over the plane of the table, that's another story. From this camera angle, it's clear that it's nowhere near. Nice catch.
5-9.
Some kudos, street cred, but it only counts for 1 point.
Let 5-9.
Ooh.
6-9.
You want to see it come down just to applaud the bravery to take such a crazy shot. Underside spin. Simone Gauzy does this shot incredibly well. If it comes down on the table, it's tough to keep out of the net.
9-7.
Pressure continuing, and Uda right here within 2 points. It's a must-win for Yukiya Uda. It's funny, I just saw a viral clip of him playing Quadriaruna the other day from years ago where he did a 360 backhand.
9-8.
And here he is, fighting for survival in game number 3 in the round of 32. Momentum, 6 of the last 8 for Yukiya Uda. Oh, on the line, he turns the corner after the net ball in this rally. Watch the touch. Soft hands, full stroke forehand, and he blocks it to the very farthest part of the table from Truls. 9 points apiece now. Looking to survive, send this to game number 4. Yukiya Uda with 2 serves to come. And the tight handcuffing serve.
9.
Not wide enough to go around the net. And not deep enough for a comfortable forehand. It is game point. Yukiya Uda was down 2-7 in this game. Truls, the timing again. This was a seemingly more ambitious shot than the one before. That could have been the end of the skin on his thumb. Yet he managed to play a fast drive and deuce it up. Alternating serves now. Soft spin from right at the baseline. Another finger breaker. And it sets up match point for Truls. A bit of defense does it. Truls behind the table to pose the fingertips to the forehead. And Sweden's Truls Moregard has lit up the arena.